Welcome to the program. Boy, stocks have been taking a big ride this week. Um, Before we start and get into it, please support our channel. Click the like button and please subscribe. Our goal is to get to 100 subscribers. So if you can do that, we'd really appreciate it. Okay, here's the SPY. Just to wrap up today's numbers, the Dow was down 0.68%. S&P 500 down 0.38%. The Nasdaq down up 0.47%. Oil was flat at $74.30 a barrel for WTI, and the 10-year yield is dropped. It's 3.45, where it was around 3.53 at the end of last week. And the relative strength of the dollar is 101.43. It has dropped and then picked back up. So let's get into it here. All right, here's the S&P 500, or the SPY representing the S&P 500. This blue line is the 50-day moving average. The tan line is a 200 moving day average. And yesterday was a big drop off, and it gapped up pre-market because of good earnings from Microsoft and Google. And here's the intraday action today. You can see it hit a low of 403.78. So there's that orange. I'm going to zoom out here. That orange line is a downtrend. It broke above it, could not make it to this level up here of 417.89. Broke down. So it seems to be a double top at 410.30. Almost a triple top one here, here, and here. And so now it's breaking down. Is it probably, is it going to go to 390? That's this lower range right here. The outlook, there's a lot of fear in the markets right now. They're talking about recession and this and that. But, the stock market has like no relationship to the real economy. It's its own la-la land. It's interesting. So again, there's the intraday action here on there. So let's look at the QQQ representing the Nasdaq. Again, this is the year-to-date chart you're looking at. There's that orange downtrend line. 50-day moving average, the blue. 200 is the tan. So it broke down. It did make it past this level here, 313. Made it up to 320. And now looks like we're coming down. Is it going to bounce off of the 306.79, which is pretty much the 50-day moving average? Let's take a look at the intraday action here. That would be right here. So it went up. The purple line's a VWAP, Vine weighted average price, and then sold off all day. But after hours yesterday, if you could take a look here, Nasdaq and the SPY sold off all day long. And then right after hours, when Microsoft reported good earnings and Google, it just raced right up like a spaceship. Anyway, so there's the QQQ. It looks like we're in a very critical point here. I mean, we're testing the top of these candles here, 311, 312. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. And Microsoft made it up 7.2% today. Look at that beautiful gap up. You can see that happened yesterday after hours. After hours, it went to a high of 302. Right here, we're looking at that chart. So that's pretty impressive. NVIDIA up 2.72%. Getting close to touching that 50-day moving average. Amazon up 2.35%. Put out earnings. Are coming up on 4/27. So that's tomorrow. Meta. Earnings estimate was $1.95. Actual was 2.2. So gapped up You can see right here. Gapped up after hours. To a high of 236. That's pretty impressive. Went all the way up to here after hours. Let's throw this on the after hours chart. Say 20-minute chart. So there you go. Look at that. Shot right up after hours. Pretty impressive. Other than that, see, Google came down 0.15% today. Very slight. But look at that big action here yesterday after hours. Reached a low and a high all within a 5-minute candle. From 101 to 110. They had good earnings. Tesla, big hit today, down 4.31%. They're just dropping. Let's zoom out and take a look at the trend that they're in. So we have the white lines here coming down, a downtrend, and you can see it went to the top of that trend line, bounced right off and coming down. It's below the 50-day moving average, below the 200 moving day average. Tesla's not in good shape right now. And apparently they cut their prices, and investors aren't liking that. They want profits. So we'll have to see what happens. AT&T down quite a bit, 1.77%. Boy, they're just dropping like a rock. Look at that. Way below the 50-day, way below the 200 moving day average. Just past this trend line of 1737. That was a support. It just broke that. So I'm seeing it coming down to $16. And the next real support is going to be $14.50. We zoom out at this chart. Yeah, that's a low. How far back does that low go? Well, I must go from way back. I want to put it on a weekly chart here. Yeah, the last time we were going to be at these levels, if it makes $15, it's going to be back from 03. Talking 20 years ago. Right now, it's at levels that had touched back in 2009. So that's pretty. There's a weekly chart we're looking at. And that's AT&T's getting hit hard. And other than that, we'll finish up with Verizon. They're still in that downtrend. Made it above it. Now it's back below the technical analysis. Right here. So, and they're not doing too well. The banks, Bank of America, down day today, 1.39%. She's trying to stick to this range, but it's not looking good. The death cross here, the 50-day moving average, crossing below the 200-day moving average. Doesn't look too good. Let's see, how does JP Morgan look? Down 1.77%. So, well, when it gapped up, it went from 135 to about 141. Now it's back to 135. It's going to fill this gap. Which means we'd have to get her back down to 130. All right, so a lot of instability in the markets, very volatile. We'll have to see what happens here. Intel up 0.5% today. You know, they've been hurting, but they're holding strong. They got earnings coming out tomorrow after market. We'll have to see what happens. So we appreciate you watching the program. Again, please subscribe. We'll keep you posted on any further updates. And thank you for watching.